Hello little heartbirds, it's Narissa here from twoheartbirds.com, the internet's most delicious and exciting and passionate daily wedding video blog ever. Today I'm going to give you 5 little pieces of advice on how to deal with family issues at your wedding. Now, not every bride or groom's mum and dad are happily married, and a lot of bride and grooms have issues with parents who are divorced. Maybe parents who are divorced and then remarried, and maybe one of them's remarried, one of them's not. But there's a lot of issues where, they don't all love each other very much, and it can be really, really stressful for the bride and groom, knowing that these people who may dislike each other a lot are going to be in the same room. And a lot of people get a bit concerned that, someone will make a scene, someone will get upset, someone will, ruin the whole day, just because they can't put their differences aside, for the wedding. So I'm going to give you 5 little pieces of advice on how you can try and best deal with that situation. Number 1 is, whatever you decide, you really need to talk to your parents about your decisions. So, sit them down after you get engaged and say, mum and partner, dad and partner, this is what, my man friend and I are going to do. We understand that you don't all get along, but we'd like you to put your differences aside for one day to show love and respect for us. We will do, the best that we can to accommodate you by, not sitting you at the same table, for example, letting you arrive in different cars, but really just be open and honest about it in the very beginning. Often people don't talk about their issues, and that can just lead to a lot of stress. But if you put it out there in the open and tell them to be on their best behaviour, then chances are that they will respect that and put their differences aside for one day. Advice number 2, after you've had the chat to them, maybe at your engagement party, use it as a trial run. And if they muck up on your engagement party, or if they, cause a scene or be rat bags or whatever it may be, that's it, off the Christmas card list. It's a really, a good trial run for a precursor of what might happen at the wedding. And now, engagement parties are really important, but it's probably better, the lesser of two evils, if they, muck up at your engagement party rather than, doing it at your wedding, So you can kind of, gauge the scenario by doing like a trial run at your engagement party. Advice number 3 is to invite to your wedding mutual family friends. So maybe it's family and friends that, that have been friends with your mum and dad together as a partner for the last 20 years or whatever it may be. But mutual family friends who generally tend to sit on the fence, so to speak, in divorce situations can really be sort of the glue that'll hold the whole situation together. If your dad starts getting a bit, cranky and stressed, your family friend can diffuse that, or vice versa with your mum. So having a family friend who understands you as bride and groom and understands what your mum and dad are like as people, and also together, and what they went through with their divorce is really like sort of someone on your team, on your side, who's got your back for the day, because they don't want anything happening to you either, and they'll support your mum and dad to make sure that they don't look like Dick and Bobs on the day. Can I say that? Number 4 is to maybe pull a friend aside. So it might be, the husband of your best friend, or, someone who you've grown up with, someone who knows your parents, and just get them to keep an eye on them and just say, can you check on mum and dad during the day? Can you diffuse any situation that might be happening? Just so that it's completely, oblivious to you. If there's something going on in the background that your friends, being prepped about it, your friends dealing with it, and, you don't even have to worry about it at all. Just worry about, having a good time getting on with it. Advice number 5 is this, and this is the most important thing, is that whatever happens, try your best not to let it worry you. Try just to get on with things, try to just be the bigger person, try and remember that this day is about you, and just anything that they do to, I guess, disrupt that in any way, is not going to rain on your parade. You're there getting married to the love of your life, your best friend. You throw the most amazing, delicious celebration of love party, and it doesn't matter what your parents do, they are not going to ruin it for you. So that's the last bit of advice, to just love and laughter and light and happiness, and just remember why you're there. So that's it. 5 little pieces of advice. Very wise little heartbirds, aren't I? Here's my question of the day. What have you done to make the parents at your wedding, even though they might not like each other, happy? Until I talk to you again soon.